My name is Katherine. Welcome to the channel. Today we're gonna be reading from God Counts the Tears of Women, Men Beware. And the author is Mr. Dan-Dzide, which is my granddad. So I'm very glad to be reading out of his book. So the story for today is Of Coffins and All That, which is a rather strange title. When you enter Mr. Ano's sitting room in Elglo, in the western region of Ghana, you will notice a rather strange item among his set of furniture. It is set on a particularly gorgeous table and positioned on the eastern end of the sitting room. It is a beautiful normal-sized coffin. Does it strike you as bizarre? Mr. Ano, of course, has a good reason for keeping it there. He tells anyone who cares to listen that he has such a short, weak memory. That is the most convenient way of reminding himself of death. That is no position a coffin under his watch. Mr. Ano is wise. Whilst we are busy enjoying the good things of the world, it is easy for us to forget that death is only of a distant shadow from us. Did you hear the young man from Ekram near Aguna, who in an honorable demonstration of foresight and planning procured a coffin for his dying mother? It turned out that his mother did not die at all, but 6 months into the year, the young man was suddenly taken ill and died shortly afterwards. Needless to say, he was buried in the same coffin that he had so eagerly bought for his mother. Who says death is not an expert at random sampling? The coffin is not normally a subject for jokes and chide in everyday conversation. So when you hear a comedian talking about coffins and is jesting, you're bound to listen attentively. Recently, I heard a comedian make such a comment. It made a lot of sense to me. According to him, anything which does not fit into this coffin now is no use to him really. It is all garbage and useless cargo. Maybe without really knowing it, the comedian was actually re-echoing a biblical refrain taken from Job chapter 1 verse 21. Naked I shall come from my mother's womb, and naked I shall return. But for goodness sake, does it mean we must now run off in away car, house, refrigerator, television set, kerosene stove, pots, clothes, shoes, broken beds, and all? Not so fast. These things have been provided for you by God to make a pre-image on earth bearable, but they must not distract you from your main goal, which is heaven. Did Jesus not say that man must not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of God? I'm going to talk to a young carpenter friend of mine tonight, and I'm going to tell him to build me a miniature coffin, not a big one, just a tiny small one, the size of my fist, which I will keep as a prized object on top of my bedside table to remind me of my final destination. I wish I could forget what the comedian said about the coffin. but I can't, keeps ringing in my ear. Anything which does not fit into my coffin is garbage and useless cargo. Think about it. That's the end of the story. Bye!